Um, Welcome to my debut stream. Um, Unfortunately, there's no lore video to go in front of it. I will be hopefully posting a lore video later in the week. I unfortunately was not able to get it done in time for debut, but here we are, debut stream. So I guess let's start with about me. Hey, my name is Marisol Fable, and my birthday is August 18th. As for my age, so I don't actually know what it is in human years. In dragon years, I think it would probably transition to around being in like my 20s in human years. Would be like it would be somewhere around there, most likely. As for my height, I am 5'3", or 161 centimeters. I am short. I am quite short. And then, as I stated before, saying the dragon years thing with my age, my species is a dragon. I am a dragon, if you couldn't tell from my horns. And then I wanted to fill in this space here because there was spaces for 6 little pieces of info, and on the little template I made, I was like, oh, I don't know what to put here, so I put my little logo. So if you've seen my Twitter account or my YouTube account, or even just on the Twitch channel here, this is my little logo, and the story behind that is it is my family insignia. The Fable family insignia come from a long line of dragon librarians, and this is kind of the I guess a crest would be like the family crest would be a better word for it. But yeah, it's a little rose with horns, because the dragon horns, sitting on a book. Okay, awesome. And next slide. Give me a second. I'm getting used to using OBS. Sorry if also on that note, sorry if this stream today and subsequently the VOD and the video is a little bit scuff. I am still getting used to using Twitch and OBS and all that stuff. So please bear with me. Okay. There we go. Okay, next slide is my likes and my dislikes. So starting with my likes, obviously, seeing as I am a librarian, I love reading. Not just normal novels and books. I also love reading. I love reading screenplays, or the scripts for both movies and for theater plays. That's the word. And then I also love graphic novels and comics. Anyone who believes that comics and graphic novels are for children clearly have not read a lot of comics and graphic novels. Because a lot of them are really good, and a lot of them are definitely not meant for kids. I also love writing, just all kinds of writing, both short stories, poems, music. I just have a lot of fun dabbling in that kind of stuff. On the topic of music, singing is another thing I love, and playing my guitar. I just love having little jam sessions, and just trying to, whenever I hear a good song, trying to immediately look up the tabs online to be like, can I play this on the guitar so I can sing it as well? I need this. Another love of mine is animation, and I'm studying animation right now. I hope to get much better at it, and hopefully I can end up posting some animations on the channel as well someday. That would be really cool. I realize I'm saying a lot. Sorry about that. Now going into I have my favorite food on here, and just I love Filipino food in general. I am a little bit biased on that, but I love all types of Filipino food, but when it comes to a favorite, I'd probably have to say ensamada. I just love it, especially makapuno ensamada. So good. Oh my gosh. And if you don't know what ensamada is, it is essentially a sweet bun of sorts. It's like a bread bun that is usually topped with sweet cheese and sugar that's like melted on top. It's so good. It is so good. And then you can have it filled with stuff. So there's like, you can have ube ensamada, which has ube inside of it. And like I said earlier, my favorite is makapuno, which is a type of coconut kind of, I don't really know the best way to explain it. I know it's made from coconuts. But either way, it is delicious. And one of my favorite things to have just as a snack, for breakfast, for dessert. I will literally eat this any time of day. And then as for drink, my favorite drink, the drink I like, sorry, I can't talk, is tea. I like it both hot and cold. I also love boba tea. I know that's kind of everyone loves that right now. But I mean, like, hey, it's good. It's good. So like it's popular for a reason. And then I also love hot tea. I love loose leaf and doing brews of my own, having fun with that. Yeah, both are really good. Now, onto my dislikes. So, one of my biggest dislikes up here, as it clearly says, is people saying, I hate saying it, library. I don't know why. There are some, I don't know why. I've met like so many people who say library instead of library. It's like, it's spelled with the R in front of the A. Why would it not be pronounced? It is a library. I am a librarian, not a librarian. Please. Oh my gosh. Another one of my dislikes is waking up early. So I am very much a night owl. I will stay up really late and sometimes not going to bed till like 6 a.m. And I just don't like waking up early. If I can help it, I don't want to wake up any earlier than like probably, well, if I can help it, just not earlier than noon. But yeah, I'm not a morning person. I don't do well when I have to wake up early. But I also know I need to get back. I need to have a better habit with my sleep schedule. Because apparently to be a functional human being, you're supposed to have a proper sleep cycle and like sleep like 8 hours a night or something like that. But in reality, who actually is doing that? Okay, my next dislike on here is psychological horror, and also as you can see, it says kind of next to it. It says kinda. Also, psychological horror is underlined because, to be honest, I actually love horror. I love like horror movies, like slasher films, like stuff like Friday the 13th. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. I love horror stuff. But I don't do well with psychological horror. I even love like I love like jump scary horror games, but when it comes to psychological horror, whether it be a movie, a TV show, a game, whatever it is, I don't do well with it, due to just some personal stuff I got going on. Maybe if I become more comfortable with streaming, I'll talk about that a little bit further. But because of that, when it comes to like horror games, playing horror games on my streams and on my channel, I will most likely steer clear of them for the most part, just in case and just to be safe. The next item on my dislikes is spoilers, and this is for anything, for books, for games, for TV shows, for movies. I just really don't like it when anyone spoils it, and I do understand. There's kind of like there's kind of a cutoff for these things, especially like if it's really really old media. I can get that. I can get behind like the fact like, yeah, there's a cutoff. Like if it's like, I don't know, like 5 years old, or like it's like 10 years old, especially 5 years old, maybe, depending on how popular it was. But I really don't like spoilers. So for some of the games I'm going to be playing on here on the channel, I would really appreciate it if we kind of kept the chat spoiler free. I'm okay with people posting stuff like if you've played the game already and you know that like something's going to happen. I'm okay with people doing trigger warnings for things, but no like spoilers. Like if you're going to do a trigger warning, just say trigger warning for what it is. Don't give like the details for like anything like that. Don't give too much context or anything like that. And when it comes to backseating and stuff, if I ask for help, then feel free to comment and to be like, hey, it's right behind you or something like that. But other than like if I explicitly ask, I'm okay with like maybe like some speculation and theories going on in the comments, but no like straight up spoilers or straight up telling me what it is, where it is, whatever the case may be for it. I would greatly appreciate that. And if that becomes an issue, then I might have to put chat in like slow mode or followers only or something like that. But yeah, so okay, next slide. My favorites. Okay, so we have the first two are like the basic ones that I think I see every VTuber do. So they got their anime and their music. So starting off with the anime, because obviously if I am if I'm being a VTuber anime girl on here, it would make most sense for me to be an anime fan myself. Give me a second. I'm gonna change the background music because this one has lyrics and that's gonna throw me off. Oh, also, if you like the background music I'm using, it is from a public Spotify playlist by Lo-Fi Samurai, and it's called Lo-Fi, no copyright, and then in those aren't parentheses, brackets streamers. Yeah, so if you like the background music, that's what I'm using because it's a nice thing. It's supposed to be streamer friendly. And I would really rather not get copywritten. Okay, sorry, back to what we were talking about. Oof. Anime. So on here I have quite a few. If I went through like each and every single one, it would take forever. So I'm not gonna go through each and every one. I'm just gonna kind of go through some ones that kind of stick out. So like the first one on there is Ranking of Kings. It is a decently new anime. It came out I believe it was either beginning of this year or ending of last year was when it started airing. It's a really good anime, if you haven't seen it, it's adorable. It's really sweet. The animation is beautiful. It has a very storybook style to it. And the art style really just makes it stand out from a lot of anime that I have been watching lately. So, yeah, you should go check it out. Another one that kind of stands out on here is gonna be D4DJ. I don't know how many people actually know about this. They might know about the game more so than anime. But there's the game D4DJ Groovy Mix has an anime, and it's actually really good. I really like it. And I would suggest it to anyone who enjoys really good music in anime, because they have a song just about every episode. They have a song, yeah, they definitely have a song every single episode. And it's also really cool because it's a 3D animated anime, and I know 3D animated animes tend to get a lot of backlash because usually I just the art style, lots of people tend to prefer the 2D animes over the 3D animes. But honestly, the 3D animation done for D4DJ, I personally love it. I think it's really well done, and they do a good job kind of giving off the feel of like a 2D vibe through 3D, and it definitely ups the production value of like the music performances in it, which is really cool. Yeah. Oh, on here I also have Devil is a Part-Timer, and I know that these past few months the new season aired after like 8 years. And I remember watching this anime back in high school and being so sad it didn't get a second part. I'm so happy it got a second season, but I will admit I have not had a chance to actually catch up on that newest season. So please no spoilers on the new season. I would greatly appreciate that, because I do plan on watching it when I finally get caught up on all the stuff I need to watch. Yeah, I think those are all the ones that really stuck out to me on there that I wanted to bring attention to. Okay, next is games. So again, I'm just gonna go over just a few standouts on here. So the very first one is Outer Worlds, and that is just my favorite video game of all time. I love it. It's an amazing game. If you don't know what it is, it's like space open world RPG. It when I first started playing it, it gave me very similar feels to Skyrim, but like combined with BioShock. And I just, it's amazing. It's an amazing game, and I love it. And I do think I want to play it on the channel, but I also know that they're coming out with a sequel sometime soon. I think it's next year or in 2 years. I can't remember. It's getting a sequel though, and I think if I was ever to play on the channel, I would wait until a little bit closer to when the sequel comes out and do like a full run through of that game, and that way, like, then when the sequel comes out, doing a full run through of the sequel when it comes out. But yeah, it's a really fun game, and it's got a lot of replayability. So I definitely want to play on the channel. Yeah. And as you can see, like, the first three are all RPGs. And if you saw my Q&A introduction video, you would have heard that my favorite video games are RPGs. I just love role-playing games. But another thing I failed to mention in there, I kind of forgot about this. I also love rhythm games. So as you can see, the next few games on here are all rhythm games. So I got D4DJ Groovy Mix, which I spoke about the anime. If you don't know what D4DJ is at all, it is a amazing anime and game. The game is a rhythm game. And it's a mobile game. It's got gacha components to it, which might be another reason I really love it. Yeah, it's essentially just about DJ DJ groups, DJ teams. What would you? Well, I feel like, yeah, they're called like DJ groups in the game, but they're about DJ groups in Japan who are all like, they got their own different styles. Each group's got their own style, and it's really cool. It's really cool. I love the music in it. It's amazing. And then obviously also Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage. I am a huge Vocaloid fan. And seeing as I love Vocaloid and I love rhythm games, of course, I would be hooked onto Colorful Stage. My favorite group in the game is probably, it's gotta be Vivid Bad Squad. I love them. I love them so much. And no one can convince me that Akito and Toya are not just a couple. They have to be dating at this, like, come on. Come on. Yeah. The other games on here are just kind of miscellaneous games. Just other games that I like that actually a couple of these do fit into the RPG genre now that I'm looking at it. I mean, I did say it was my favorite after all, so I mean, it would just make sense. Some of my miscellaneous games end up actually falling into that category as well. Yeah, I definitely want to play. I want to play a lot of these on the channel. I mean, obviously, I actually already, I know for a fact I'm going to be playing Minecraft on here. And if I can get my N64 connected to my computer through a capture card, that would be really cool to get Pokemon Battle Stadium, especially because that was probably the game that got me into gaming in the first place when I was really, really little. I just remember playing Pokemon Battle Stadium with my family when I was a little kid, and that definitely got me hooked into video games. And then the last game on the list isn't actually a video game, but I mean, I did just say games on the title of the list. So the last one is D&D, which is another type of RPG, a tabletop RPG. And if I can, it would be so cool to play D&D on stream, whether it be with people or I've seen some stuff about doing solo games. I've never tried a solo game, but it would be interesting. It would be interesting to maybe possibly try that. Though the obviously it would be far more, I feel like it would be more fun to like try and do a campaign with some people. If I ever get a chance to do that, I would love that. Okay, next category, books. Obviously, I was going to have books on here. I'm a librarian. It only makes sense that I want to talk about some of my favorite books. So like I said earlier, actually, I love not just novels. Oh, I got a question. Do you usually prefer playing the games now in computer, Nintendo, or something else? Oh, so I mainly do PC and then the Switch. I used to play a lot on the Xbox 360 when I was younger, and obviously just like I'm a Switch fan. I'm a Nintendo fan, as you can tell from some of the games on that list. So a lot of my old consoles that I would play on were Nintendo consoles. Nowadays, though, I'm mainly playing on computer and Switch. Yeah. Most of these games, I feel like other than the two games on here that are mobile games, which obviously I play on my phone, the other games on here are kind of scattered about between playing on pretty equally playing on PC and Switch, because like I played Outer Worlds on the Switch, even though I know it also has a version that's available for the PC, but then like Skyrim I play on the PC. Well, I have a version on the Switch as well because I am slightly obsessed with the game, and I wanted a version that I could have on the go. But if I'm just gonna sit down and play it, yeah, it's usually on the PC. But yeah, so my two main methods of playing games are gonna be my PC and then my Switch currently. It would be really cool to get back into to Xbox. Or I never really was a PlayStation person, but it would be cool to potentially maybe get a PlayStation, but at the same time I know like the newest PlayStation, they're like sold out everywhere. But maybe someday. It's like a hopeful life goal. Oh, anyway, sorry. So the books, like I was saying earlier, I love screenplays, reading screenplays. I love reading scripts, and I also love graphic novels. So as you can see on here, I got a good combination of novels and then scripts and graphic novels on here. For the novels, I got quite a few classics on here. Brave New World. I got Jane Eyre on there. A lot of people tell me that Jane Eyre is really boring, that they don't like it. And personally, I really liked it. I will admit it was one of those books that I was made to read for class. But I personally actually really liked it. I don't know. Everyone else in my class was like, oh, it was so boring, though. There was like barely anything going on. I'm like, did you not get all the drama that was going on in there? I don't know. I personally really liked it. Then we got some scripts in there. Got a couple of scripts in there. So on there, I have Twelfth Night. I just put Twelfth Night because it is personally my favorite of the Shakespeare plays, but there are a lot of Shakespeare plays that I love. I love Othello is another really good one. Macbeth holds a very special place in my heart. But I do love, I'll admit, I love a lot of the Shakespearean plays. I wish I watched and read a few more. I definitely don't have the biggest what's the word, repertoire of Shakespearean knowledge. Have you seen the show? I have seen the show Twelfth Night, and that's actually what made it my favorite, because I watched it before I read it, and I got to see it. Luckily enough, I got to see it at the American Shakespeare Center when they had it there. And it was really good. And it was that performance that made me fall in love with the play, and then made me end up looking it up to read it. And it's now my favorite Shakespeare play. Yeah. I have a couple more novels on here. I feel like I put this list out of order. I thought I put all the novels together and all the plays together, but it seems I didn't. I have a couple of novels after the plays, and then after those, I've got some amazing comics that I love. The Scott Pilgrim comics are some of my favorite comics. And I also love the Scott Pilgrim video game and the movie. I am a huge Scott Pilgrim fan, and I will admit, despite being a Scott Pilgrim fan, I can admit that Ramona Flowers is 100% what are they called? The Pixie Dream Girls. I can admit it. But that doesn't change the fact that I love it. I love the story in the comics. I think the movie did a really cool job with the graphics and just the visual effects to bring to life kind of the comic. And the video game is just so much fun. And then I have a few other comics on here. So the last three comics I have on there, Kiss It Goodbye, Serval Inc., and Mystic Musketeer, are actually web comics, which I've been getting really into lately. I know they've been kind of raising in popularity as well. My personal favorite out of all those three is probably going to be Kiss It Goodbye, which, if I remember correctly, the creator is actually releasing a physical version, a physical copy, like an actual physical comic book, which is really cool. And honestly, when it does get released, I'm most likely gonna get myself a copy, because I loved that comic. It's so sweet and so adorable. Such a cute little romance slice of life comic. Yeah. Okay, and on to the last category in my favorites, music. So, uh, Panic at the Disco's on the top up there. I've loved their music. I just, Brendan Urie is such a talented singer, talented musician. He's truly amazing. Panic at the Disco, I've listened to their stuff like since high school, I feel like. Love their stuff so much. Yeah, some of the lesser known people on this list though have got to be like I have Our Last Night on here, and I found them through YouTube. They also have a Spotify page, or Spotify, well, what do they call it? The artists page. And they're really cool. They are primarily rock and metal, and I love it. Their music is so good. They do a lot of covers, but they also do some originals, and I love their stuff. CG5, he's been growing in popularity. He's also a YouTube artist, and I love his stuff so much. He's really talented. Again, another one who does a lot of covers, but he's been stretching out and doing more originals as of recently, which is really cool. And then I also got I've got Mori Calliope on here, obviously a fellow VTuber. Gotta support my fellow VTubers. She was the VTuber who got me into VTubing, actually, just the VTuber rabbit hole in general. One day when I was just scrolling through YouTube, I had already seen some clips of VTubers, but I wasn't really like into that stuff yet. I was like, oh, this looks cool, but wasn't really watching anyone. And then I got recommended the music video for one of Mori Calliope's songs, and I listened to it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I need to listen to more of her stuff. I went to her Spotify, I listened to everything that had been out by that time, and I was like, oh my gosh, let me watch all the music videos for these. I go to her YouTube channel to watch them, and I'm like, oh, she's a VTuber. That is so cool. And from there, I fell down the HoloLive VTuber rabbit hole, and then started watching more indie VTubers after that. Ended up eventually getting to VShojo and Niji Sanji. And now I'm doing VTubing myself. But it all started with that one Mori Calliope music video, and I still love her music. Her latest album is so good. Oh my gosh, she's such an amazing artist. And then I've also got some Vocaloid artists on here, like Kira, Deco27. Deco27's gotta be like one of my all-time faves. His stuff is so good. Like I love what is it called? It's the Akitobo, I think is what it's called. The one that he releases like a new version every so often. I think he's on the fourth or fifth. I think it's fourth, where like he just like remixes it and like does new lyrics and stuff. And it's so interesting just kind of seeing how his style has grown by doing like pretty much the same song, but just in his new style with his new writing style and everything. And I think that's really cool. A really cool way to like track his like for a musician to track their progress and stuff like that. It's like when artists redo a similar drawing after like a year, just to see how their style has changed. It's really cool. And the last two bands I got on here are both actually D4DJ DJ groups. So I have Piki Piki, and I love their stuff. It's very dance pop, very electronic. It's got very cool vibes, and I love it. And then Rando, and they do rock stuff. So their music is so good. My favorite song by them has got to be Celsius. So amazing. Again, if you could not tell, based off it being in my favorite anime and my favorite games, and now two of the groups being under music, I'm a huge D4DJ fan. Anyway, on to the next slide. Okay, so goals. Okay, so I have these listed in order of most likely to happen to least likely to happen. Except for the bottom one. The most important one is just most important. That has nothing to do. The upper ones are all in order from most likely to least likely. So the first one is stream a variety of games and content, because as much as I know, like, it's usually important to try and like have a set like genre that you stick to and stuff like that. I mainly am just doing this to have fun. I'm just here to have a good time and to try out some new things, make some friends, and just learn some stuff, get some new experiences. So I want to stream a variety of different games and content, just whatever piques my fancy. and like there one of the streamers I really look up to, his name's RT Game. He kind of goes by that philosophy as well, and it seems to work out for him. My next goal is to practice guitar and singing more often. So like I said before, I really do like playing my guitar, and I love singing. I love having little jam sessions, but I really do them more as hobbies. But something that I really do want to like get back into practicing it more often, and like get back into training my voice a little bit more often. And hopefully by doing it for streams and stuff, I'll get to do it more often. I'll have more of a chance to actually like sit down and play my guitar and have an excuse to do it, especially for doing karaoke streams and stuff like that. So yeah, next goal is make some friends. So one of the main reasons I wanted to try VTubing was I want to just kind of get myself out there and like just make some friends, meet some new people. I definitely am one of those people who have a hard time socializing in public. I've got the social anxiety. So I don't know, the VTuber community, as crazy as it can be sometimes, definitely does seem to have some pretty good tight-knit groups in it, and it would be nice to maybe possibly try and make some friends on here. Next goal is to create either a comic or novel. So I mean, I'm a dragon librarian after all, and I do love my books. And I mean, it would be so cool to make one of my own, to get to share my story, or get to share stories in general, write stories that help spread hope and joy to people. It would just be really cool. And I've like played around with the idea. I've written some stuff in the past, but then never like really posted it anywhere or anything like that, because I never felt like it was good enough. But it would be really fun to like actually like write a comic or novel and actually like have it like consistently publishing it like on a weekly basis, like I see a lot of people do on like Tapas or Webtoon. Yeah. Next goal will be reach 100 subs on YouTube or 100 followers on Twitch. This one is a little less likely. I don't really expect it to happen anytime soon, but it would be really cool. It'd be really cool to actually like to reach a substantial milestone on subscribers or followers. It would just be really cool to actually be able to be like, whoa, I have people watching me? What? And the last one, this is the 100% never gonna happen goal, but I just wanted to put it in here because it's fun to think about, and that's participate in an MCC event. I am a huge fan of MCC. I love watching the monthly MCC, and it would be so cool. The events just seem really cool. They recently released the MCC Island for beta testers, and I really want to play on there. It seems like such a fun time, and especially for the non-canon events, a lot of the people seem really, really chill and really like just there to have a good time. And it's again like a nice thing, like with like a tight-knit community and stuff like that. It looks like so much fun. And speaking of that, my most important goal is just to have fun. Like I was saying, I'm really just doing this to make some friends and to get some experience. So like it'd be remiss if while I was doing this I wasn't having fun. Like obviously it's just so cool getting to stream, getting to be a VTuber, getting to just do any of this stuff. I mean, what's the purpose of doing all that if you're not having fun doing it? So obviously just want to have some fun while I'm here. Hopefully bring some hope, bring some joy to you guys. Hopefully get I mean, get you guys to smile. And just hopefully we can all have fun together. Okay, next slide. Okay, hashtags. So I've got my live tag, which is hashtag Marisol Live. I realized I actually forgot to put it in my my tweet earlier today when I was saying my 1 hour before stream thing. But in the future, whenever I do a post saying when my next stream is going to be, it's going to be under the hashtag Marisol Live. As for art tag, just for any kind of art, if I ever get to a point where people want to do fan art for some reason, I made an art tag ahead just in case, just in case. Also, just it'd be a fun place for me to, like, if people like my art, I have a place also to put my art for all of this, for my VTubing stuff. So the art tag, I wanted to do something fun, so I went with Maristhetic, because Marisol Maristhetic. And then as for my Oshi mark, or my fan emoji, it's the open book. Cause it's like the open book in my logo. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. And then on to my final. Give me a second. There we go. Got it. Sorry for first. I did not have that one in order on my slides. So my final slide is my schedule for this next week. So as you can see, so obviously today is August 26th. This was my debut stream, and I have a little 3-day celebration going on where I'm going to do 3 days in a row of streaming. I mean, technically, because I'm also streaming on Monday next week, it's technically 4 days in a row, but the fourth day is not part of the debut celebration. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing Vampire Survivors at 3 p.m. EDT. So that's 3 p.m. EDT, 12... Oh, I always confuse noon and midnight, PM and AM. It's noon. It's noon PDT. And yes, I am late to the trend. Oops. I know a lot of that trend of playing Vampire Survivors online was a couple of months ago. I'm late to it. But I mean, it still seems like a really fun game, and I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, so hey, might as well use my streaming as a excuse to get a chance to finally try that out. And then for the third day on Sunday, I'm doing my first karaoke, an acoustic karaoke stream at 1 p.m. I will try and post the VOD on YouTube. Hopefully it doesn't get copyright claimed. If it does, then it's not gonna go up on YouTube. But I will still attempt to try because it's acoustic. It's hopefully doesn't get copyright claimed. And then as for next week, I'm going to stream 3 days next week, and that's for the most part that's how my schedule is going to stick to 3 days a week schedule. So I'm going to stream every Monday at 3 p.m. And as you can see, next week it's Minecraft Monday, because who doesn't love alliteration? Minecraft Monday with Marisol Fable. So I'm doing Minecraft Monday at 3 p.m. And then I think I feel like what I'm probably going to do is just about every Monday it's going to be Minecraft. Maybe on some weeks I might mix it up, but for most weeks I think I'm going to do Monday as a Minecraft stream. Then Thursday I'm going to do variety streams. That's when I just kind of do a random game that I feel like playing that week. Sometimes it might be a series, sometimes it's just a one-off game. But this next Thursday, I'm going to be playing 60 Parsecs, and the stream is going to be at 1 p.m. EDT. And that time might change in the future, but for now, I'm going to stick with 1 p.m. EDT on Thursdays. And then finally, on Saturday, I'm going to be playing Slime Rancher, and this is Saturday next week, Saturday, not the Saturday tomorrow. I'm going to be playing Slime Rancher at 11 a.m., which is very early. I know I said earlier I don't like waking up early, but like I also said earlier, I need to try and fix my sleep schedule, especially with classes starting up soon. So yeah, I'm going to be doing Slime Rancher at 11 a.m. EDT. And that one is hopefully gonna end up being a series. Yeah. And like I said, I'm gonna do streaming 3 days. I'm gonna try to do streaming 3 days a week. Monday, Thursday, and then one day during the weekend. Just depending on how my schedule is looking, the weekend stream is probably gonna change week to week on like day and time. But I'm always going to do 3 streams a week, Monday, Thursday, and then one on a weekend. Yeah. Before closing out this debut stream, let me go to my main room over here, which currently is very barren and empty, but hopefully as time goes on and I do some more streaming, I can get some more stuff in my main room. Hopefully maybe like a chat box and like a desk and a chair. Like just a little bit of furniture would be nice. Maybe some stuff in the background slowly as the channel grows. But we're in the main room here, so that here, let me pull up this. Oh, I accidentally moved the model. But I mean, that's fine, because what I wanted to do in the first place is I wanted to show my model. You saw a peek of the little VTube studio. Yep, there it is, a little peek at the VTube studio watermark in the corner. Okay, here's the full model. So here, actually, let's start from the legs. So I got my cute little ballet flats on. I almost had just called them ballet slippers, which is not what those are. Those are ballet flats, because the ballet flats are not actually meant for ballet. They're just very comfortable shoes with cute straps. And I've got little roses on them, because they're like the roses for my family crest. Okay, now we got my skirt, which I like this because it kind of gives me the feeling of like paper, like a folded up paper, made into a skirt, which I just love. And then I got my little sash. Oop, there we go. My hand was being cut off there. There we go. I got my little sash with another rose on it. And I've also got my painted nails. I love painting my nails. In the future, it'd be fun to maybe do, if I ever do a hand reveal kind of stream, it'd be fun to do a nail painting stream. Ooh, that would be fun. Do some fun nail art designs. And then you can already see my ponytail swish in the back there. Okay, now here we got my my pretty little blouse, And my brooch, my brooch, and it's the bow that I have it put on. The brooch is separate from the bow. It can come off. And that brooch is something that is handed down from generation to generation between every librarian that takes care of the Enchanted Library, which is the library that I'm in charge of. And yeah, my family has been taking care of the library for years, and this brooch helps connect us to the library. Here, I can zoom in on it. There we go. You can also kind of see my mouth now. Yeah. I love the swishy bow. And then finally, yay, my face. Hello. And then we got my beautiful horns, my crystal dragon horns. I am particularly loving my horns. And my little bow in the back. Yeah. Oh, and also, I guess I didn't talk about it, but my fangs, I got fangs because I'm a dragon. Yeah. There we go. That's the model tour. Let me I need to scroll back a lot just to get this to there we go. I just set it back. And oh no, I'm zoomed in too much. Or zoomed out was what I meant to say. There we go. I'm back to my normal positioning. But yeah, that's all I had planned for this debut stream. Again, this has been Marisol Fable. I guess I didn't talk about it, but as for nicknames, you don't need to call me by my full name, Marisol. You don't need to call me by Marisol Fable every single time. I've just been saying my full name since it's my debut stream to like introduce myself. You can just call me Marisol. You can call me Mari. You can call me Mary. I'm fine with all those nicknames. But yeah, anyway. Feels like I kind of did that backwards. I should have said that at the very beginning of the stream. Now it's the end. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I hope to see you guys at my next stream. And if you're watching the VOD, on my next video. Okay. Well, see you guys next time. Bye.